That's funny. And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. Welcome back, my people. Shout out to Gary, aka G, the great one, a long-time supporter of the channel. I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna start this video off, and I think I'm gonna start it off this way. Michael Jordan, the top 75 anniversary, where they had the top 75 greatest players all together under one roof in Cleveland, Ohio. And at this top 75 anniversary, where they had the top 75 greatest players of all time under one roof, we heard the stories about when Michael Jeffrey Jordan walked in. We heard it from Dame Lillard. We heard it from Carmelo Anthony. We heard it from Dwayne Wade. We heard it from Allen Iverson. And what we heard was when Michael Jordan walked in, basically time stopped. When Michael Jordan walked in, all eyes were on him. When Michael Jordan walked in, it was clear to everyone who the GOAT was. At that point, there was no denying it. At that point, everything that Michael Jordan had accomplished during his career was on full display, from the on-court stuff to the off-court stuff, from the 6 championships to the 10 scoring titles to the 9-time first team all defense to the defensive player of the year to the guy with the highest regular season average to the guy with the highest playoff average and to the guy who showed how athletes could be marketed in a way that no one ever thought was possible, especially turning Nike into an empire. When Michael Jordan walked into that top 75 anniversary, it was clear to everyone who the GOAT was. There was no denying it. Michael Jordan got the biggest applause by far. Now, I said all that to say this. What do you think would happen if Michael Jordan decided to attend a NAS concert in Las Vegas? I would argue that if Michael Jordan decided today to go to a NAS concert, and you would have to imagine that a NAS concert is going to be filled with people my age, a lot of people who grew up during the Jordan era, a lot of people who witnessed the greatness of Michael Jordan. You would have to imagine that if Michael Jordan walked into a Nas concert, it would be highly distracting. I would argue that he would probably take some attention, or most certainly take some attention away from the stage. And when he left, you better believe he would be acknowledged by many, if not all, in attendance, especially if they noticed he was leaving. Because Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And that's what would happen to the GOAT. But if you are not the GOAT, if you spent the last 20 years manufacturing a career yourself with the help of the NBA and Adam Silver helping you to manufacture your career, if you spent the last 20 years forming super teams, making excuses, manipulating the situation, trading players, getting coaches fired, flopping, whining to the refs incessantly, and not just flopping, but flopping, like I said, as if you got hit with a bat, as if you got hit with a 12-gauge shotgun, as if you got hit by Mike Tyson, flopping in a way that would make everything that they say about you being the bigger, stronger, faster, 250-pound super athlete. The way you flop, it makes all of that irrelevant. If you are LeBron James, who has gotten booed at several places, who gets disrespected, who recently, not too long ago, had a guy call him out in New York.
Go back to LA. Don't come to New York with that. Boo! 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 LeBron! You never beat Jordan. You never beat Jordan, my. Oh, Kobe! You bum. Oh, Kobe! You bum. Out here!
Calling him LeBum and saying that you will never be Jordan or Kobe when you are LeBron James, apparently. You can attend a NAS concert with no problem. And if you are LeBron James, when you get up to leave, there won't be any problem. You will be able to leave and people seemingly not even notice at all that you are walking right in front, and everyone is hyper focused on the concert and doesn't notice you leaving at all. LeBron James fanboys, that is your king. Now here we go. Shout out to Gary, aka G the Great One, because he was in attendance at that concert, my people, and he has provided me with video evidence of LeBron James walking out in front of everybody of a NAS concert and nobody seeming to notice or care. So let's check out this clip.
Imagine low with no weapon covers. Just a drop for the mind. Everybody in here, help me out like dog. If I rule the world, imagine that. Say what, say what? I'm taking all my son. You know what? Could it be, if it could be mine, we all. If I rule the world, still doesn't fucking care. In a dash, yo, with a beast.
Wow, LeBron James fanboys, you guys, I really hope that you guys are reconsidering everything you've been defending the past several years. I really hope you guys are taking a look at your life. I just did a video yesterday about the younger generation, these young men who have awakened from the delusion of being a LeBron James fan. And all LeBron James fanboys, it is time. It is time for you guys to recognize that you have been under a trance, to recognize that you have been fooled, and it is time for you guys to awaken. Now, I'm gonna actually read this message from G the Great One. He says, "What's up, Uncommon? This is Gary from YouTube. I wanted to tell you this story. Last week, I took a trip to Las Vegas to see the Nas Illmatic Orchestra show. Guess who popped up about 20 minutes into the show? The Duck." He was there with Savannah and about 6 other associates. I was there with my wife. I told my wife that after the show, I was going to approach him and ask him about the propaganda campaign he has going on. I can't make this stuff up. I was wearing a Michael Jordan GOAT shirt. Of course, the deer didn't stick around to the end of the show. He got out of there after about 45 minutes or so. I can tell Savannah didn't want to leave because she was standing at the side of the entrance watching more of the show. I was in row 4. They were in like row 18. I was wondering, how did I get better seats than him? I'm telling you this story for a reason. LeBron James tried to make a grand entrance into the show and out of the show. The crowd didn't even care. It was as if he wasn't even there. There is no way MJ could have walked in that show and not stolen the show. Exactly. The crowd was predominantly people between the ages of 35 and 50 who grew up on Nas. Our generation knows this guy is not the GOAT. I have some video footage from that night that I'll try to send you. Peace. Once again, shout outs to Gary, aka G, the Great One. Yeah, this is not surprising. Matter of fact, I wouldn't actually be surprised if LeBron James left early because he didn't get the fanfare upon entrance. Because that's the kind of person LeBron James is. He probably, if he would have walked in and people would have went crazy, he probably would have stayed the whole concert. Why? Because if he had the same kind of cachet as Michael Jordan, if he had the same kind of respect and reverence, if he was loved like Michael Jordan, he would have actually, the attention would have been on him, and attention would have been on him the entire time. People would have been trying to split their attention between the show and watching Michael Jordan. So if LeBron James actually got the reception that he was hoping to receive upon entrance, I think that he probably would have stayed for the entire concert. But because LeBron James is motivated by the attention and praise, and he didn't get it, the duck ducked out. Because he didn't get the praise upon entrance, you know, and probably because people wasn't even paying him attention while he was there. People were glued to the stage watching Nas. The duck couldn't handle it. You know, he probably felt ignored because he was. He probably felt unseen. You know, and he probably started thinking, this concert is boring. And nobody paying me attention, you know. Nobody paying me attention anymore. Fans aren't paying me attention. The Lakers aren't paying me attention. This is ridiculous. I'm out of here. Come on, Savannah. We getting out of here. We gonna try to go find a place where it's nothing but fanboys hanging out. That way we get the proper reception. Yeah, so I'm sure that's why LeBron James made an early exit from that show. Just my opinion, LeBron James fanboys. But I would say it's a good chance that opinion is correct based off of LeBron James' actions. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of the duck, the deer, the leader of the 4 and 6 kingdom, not getting any attention at the Nas concert? Do you think that would have been possible with Michael Jeffrey Jordan? Do you think Michael Jordan could walk into anywhere that has a bunch of people and not create a distraction? Is that possible? I feel like this is only the duck. Matter of fact, I feel like almost any other player, if Allen Iverson had walked in, he would have got much more attention than LeBron James. Again, this is just LeBron James, being his own worst enemy. LeBron James being entitled. LeBron James living off of a manufactured legacy that doesn't count for anything in the eyes of many people. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.